And good morning. Henning here. It is another first of the month, and that means Thomann is releasing their 10-day sales, so there are things on sale for 10 days, and they're releasing their new stuff for limited editions and cool pairings and new colors and whatever. Of course, we want the sale, but of course, limited edition that you can only grab this year until September is also cool. So we're going to look at both. I already got a preview in a Excel file, so kind of boring, of the sales, but I could clearly see the percentages that they reduced, before price, after price, all that stuff they don't actually show you on the website. And this month I saw there's quite a bit of cool shit for us guitar players. So let's dive into it. Thomann is not paying me for this, by the way. However, full disclosure, the last month, because I did this and it worked, and they offered, a bonus to some channels that did these cool videos, I did get a bonus. I think it was $100. So thank you for that. But this month, they don't offer that. There are some things that we can sell and we get 1% more, but nobody wants to buy these. I'm not going to even tell you about them. But sorry for all this behind the scenes stuff, but you asked for it. Full transparency happening on this channel. So I get nothing, but you get cool sales. And of course, if you buy things through my affiliate link downstairs, below, I get percentages. I will, however, never ever, and that's a promise, push shit on you just because I can make a couple bucks, because in the channel is toast, and we don't want the toasted channel. So I push super source here, and now look at that, the magic of video. Oh, universal audio from 129. Well, from 129 means these things. Even though the Vault 1 is a good interface, but that's not what we're talking about. Talking about up here, so you're going to go to Thomann. Well, actually, you're going to use my affiliate link. That's what you're going to do. And that brings you to Thomann. To Thomann. These are coming my way to test, by the way. You could click here or up here. Get your deals. So now let's make new every month. Let's make sure we have... Okay, these are the limited edition. Marshall pedal. They're funny. But now at least it's more affordable. Limited edition deals, but we're going to look at the offers every month. And of course, it's, we have to click show more and all that stuff. I don't think they fixed the website yet. I'll bitch about that all the time. This is... Oh, what did I do? I'm not going to do this. Wait, what? IRX is a great product. You get all the Friedman sounds, you get DI out, balanced out right here, not XLR, but you get a balance out, you got MIDI, you got headphones, you can load up your own IRs, and it's, it's Friedman. It is usually $100 more. So instead of $5.99 or whatever, it's $4.98. So $100 on the IRX, that's a fair deal. Moving on. JBL Eon 1, I'm supposed to look at that, I think. Now I clicked on it. I make other mistakes. I might be looking at that for review, I think. They mentioned something. Oh, that looks interesting. Mix control bass reverb, master inputs. This has nothing to do with this video. I'm just interested now. Mic, line, aux, pass through. Well, it's decent. At a good price, including battery. I mean, are we interested in a €2,500 studio pre? Why not? If you want to save money. How much money? We don't know, because they don't tell us. It looks like it's $1,000 cheaper, but it of course isn't. Universal Audio Synth Bundle. Could be interesting. It says reduced from 651. That's bull hockey, boo, stupid hockey. It isn't. It absolutely isn't. I don't know why they put that price there, because what you do is you just subscribe to the, I'll show you, Spark Suite for I think $15.99 or whatever a month, and then you get the Electra keys, the Mini Moog, the Opal synth, which is, oh look, that's The Electra keys aren't even in there. The Polymax synth, the Rare Grand Piano, the Waterfall B3 organ, which is amazing. You get all these plugins, which is anything you would ever need to make any hit album, honestly. And you get all of that for a monthly fee of whatever, $15. So it's not $651. It's $15 a month. And I highly recommend you do that because these are included and then a shit ton more. Exotic. That's a nice looking HSS Strat, which I think it's usually around 1,000 more. I'm not going to look it up now, but I think it's usually around 1,000 more. That's a good deal for a high-end boutique guitar. Very nice figure on the neck there. If you're into high-end stuff. Mono Distressor, $2,000. There are software versions of that. But don't know how much that usually is, so that doesn't help us. Fender, come on, $3,890. Whoever spends that much money doesn't necessarily care about a deal. Oh, now I can save $400. I mean, if you're already spending $4,000, that's crazy. I heard that these PRS heads are good. So that's like the Hendrix, HDRX Hendrix, kind of a plexi idea. And I heard that they're good. But how much is it reduced? Well, let's find out. 2.5 at Session, 2.5 at Music Store. So we're talking 2.5. Not, as Thomann claims, 3,359 because it's MSRP and we can't do anything with it. It makes me mad every single time. It's not false advertising. They're giving MSRP, but they should give street price reduced to... So honestly, this is $500 cheaper, which is a good deal. But it's not as good a deal as they're trying to make you believe with a hypothetical manufacturer recommended price that nobody ever has. These prices are useless. You don't even have to write them. So $500 cheaper than somewhere else, if you're into buying that. Look at the biggest joke in history. This is only $5,000 for a guitar that was supposed to be a department store guitar for $99 for beginners. The Junior, or in this case they're calling it Les Paul Special, what do I know? They were supposed to be dirt cheap guitars, made very, very simply, no shapings and all that stuff. A very simple wooden board for beginners. And now the Big G is taking it completely out of proportion. This is a dirt-ass, ugly guitar for $4,990. And I'm going to tell you, because I have one, and I'm not shitting you, that the Harley Benton TV Yellow, let's look that up. I have one, and it's a phenomenal guitar, and likely not much worse than that. DC Junior TV Yellow. There's a fat version too. And that only has one pickup. Well, the one I have is really amazing. No flaws. $200. Not $5,000 for a Les Paul Special. I'm sorry, that's just... If you buy this, you're a dumbass. King V, there's all this high price stuff. And of course, we can't see what the deals are. Genelec. I mean, I assume these are all decent deals, but what do I know? I know that the T-Rex has been gone from the market for quite a while, and they came out with a Benson Echo Rack, and everyone's gushing over it. It is a drum delay. Original replica from the original thing, modern features, pretty cool. And I would say, well, who's dumb enough to spend $1,666, even though it is actually usually more expensive, euros on a delay? I mean, who is dumb enough? Me. The one piece of equipment I bought in recent years for money was this. Didn't spend the full amount. This is actually 2,800. It's a tape delay from Echofix. But I did spend a good chunk over 1,000 on it, similar to this. So yeah, I did. If it's the box that makes you happy, and this apparently is very good. Oh, okay, here we go. That's, if you ask me, a deal. but we're gonna look it up. It looks like the Line 6 Helix is kind of on its way out in terms of the generation of gear, and Line 6 has to release something new fairly soon because the Helix has been around for a long time, but it usually clocks in at $16.99 or something like that. Let's look that up. $1,500 at Music Store. At Session in silver, which is very cool. You can't really see that, I'm sorry. $1,488. So we're looking at about $1,500. So it came down in price a bit, but that's already $250 cheaper than it usually is. And it comes with this Helix bag, which is way cool because, trust me, you want a bag for the Helix because that thing is bulky and heavy, and it's not the most convenient thing to carry around in any way, but that looks like a nice bag with a bag in front, a front bag, a top bag, something for cables or whatever here. This looks like a nice tool to have for your Helix. Definitely recommend it rather than throwing it in the trunk of your car. And if you want a Helix, which still sounds pretty phenomenal and has a billion options, a little bit of a dated interface with the knobs and stuff, you want to use the editor. But $12.99 definitely puts it quite a bit under the fractal, I don't know, the bigger fractal offering, like the FM9 or the Quad Cortex, which is, oh, okay, well, a little bit. So in the end, yeah, you make the choice. But I think that's a rather fair deal. So here's a 212 cabinet for only $1,111. Sur are crazy. Personally, I'm gonna say, stay the fuck away from prices like that. This is a decent guitar, reversed headstock. Don't know the original price. There's a giveaway here for the Yamaha stuff. Comes in black. I have it in cream. But what's the giveaway? Because it is a bit pricey for what it is. Comes with a bag. Oh, nice bag. That's usually $65. Not a bad deal if you are in the market for a THR. Okay, this is a good deal. That's the Eddy delay. It's the Eddy version of the SDE 3000. The SDE 3000, I've never tried it, is now a pedal version of a very famous rack version of a Boss delay. And this is the EVH version, so it's got the EVH stripes and also all of Eddie Van Halen's original presets that they got from his studio rack version. So what is the actual price on this? We will find out. $69 more. So the normal version is $430, and then the Eddie version is $570/$555. So we're looking at, let's say, $560. Hey, $60 cheaper for the Eddie version. Still more expensive than the non-Eddie version. If you're a big-time Eddie man, then you probably want the Eddie version. Harps. If you're in the market for small harps, go for it. Lights. Flummer Looper drum machine. $69 for a looper with drums in it. Can you go wrong? I don't think so. Where are all these guitar deals where I was like, whoa, this is cool shit, because all these up here, LSL, I mean, I think that the pricing was good. Like, you know, hey, so much cheaper, but so much cheaper on an already expensive guitar. And I think this one, the Anco Poblano Strat, whatever that is, was fairly reduced, but we can't really tell. Here's a software version of an Echo Rec. Spring reverb. Decent deals on software. Where are these killer guitars? There were amps? Where are they? This comes with a bag. And honestly, the Grandmaster Deluxe is now pretty dated. Tube amps are not dated, but the digital tech in there, the effects, need to be reworked. Hughes and Kettner need to get the shit together and come out with, you know, new stuff that blows us away. I know they're working on things, but I don't know how long that's going to take. Okay, so we got a whole shit bunch of strings here all of a sudden. I personally use the XS. They are coated and they're good. They're also freaking expensive. Why? Why are these $29? Is that a 3-pack? It's 12 string. But the thing you get, let me show you. So here's my guitar care toolbox. And when I change strings, you can tell that that's, not bullshit. But I have pliers here if I want to cut strings, but I also have this from Planet Waves, which is the Dario. A little stand for the neck, which is nice. I also have the stand from Valiant, but that's a little bit more bulky. But I also have this stand that Michiel made for me, and that says because penis inside. 3D printed. But this is the string winder. And that's the string winder I use. And it's pretty convenient because it has a big slot or a small slot. So yeah, like many, it has a pin puller outer for acoustic guitars. And it has string snippy, not spring loaded, which means you're gonna have to open it again, clip, clip. It's pretty tightly, it's not a screw, it's a pin, so it's pretty tight. Yeah, the non-spring loaded is slightly annoying, but honestly, it's got all the tools you need to do what you need to do. The thing is, $12.90, and when you buy a pack of strings, granted, a pack of those more expensive strings. But let's look at normal sets. 10 to 47, 13 to 56, 11, 52. Why is it 47? For $20, you get a 13 euro thing included, which means the strings cost you less. So this is a good tool to have. All I'm saying. I wish they had 3 packs, because then pricing goes down. 13 to 56. That's a thick ass pack of strings. That must it's acoustic. It's all acoustic. Where are the electrics? Now I see that it says acoustic on the side here. I'm such a dumbass. Why are you watching this? These are all acoustics. Who plays 10s on acoustics? So on acoustic, I would go for the 12 to 53, because 12 is like the standard. Oh, this right here. Let me tell you. I have a bunch of Zoom gear. And so I just got 2 of these Zoom H6 Essentials. Now the Zoom H6 has 4 mic inputs. And then on top of here, you can slide it, not pull it. There are different kind of attachments, Omni, whatever, stereo, and this comes with it. And usually the H6 had knobs to dial in the gain. Only the F3 and F6 and F8 line of recorders, which I absolutely love, had 32-bit recording, which means you technically can't ever distort because there's so much digital headroom. Now these have 32-bit, this is a sticker, recording. It also shows you the waveform, see at the bottom there? So I'm talking, shows you the waveform. You can record 6 tracks, 2 right here, and 4 from the XLR, which are also combo jacks, so plug-in guitar, whatever. And they don't have gain knobs anymore. You just, I linked those in stereo, yeah. You just click it on. There's no way to adjust the gain, which is absolutely crazy. But I've worked with this for some speaker demos and other things. Man, it works. I have perfect level without noise. Like so low noise, it's ridiculous. So all you do is click it on, hit record, you're done. I mean, are we living the dream or what? Then there's the mixer down here. It's not a touch screen. Put the SD card there. This is the no-brainer plug in, throw it down, hit record, recorder. You can also just put this in front of an acoustic guitar. You can sing into it. You can use it as a reporter thing. 6 tracks and mic, $326. I'm going to tell ya, Zoom nailed it with this. Plus, big props to Zoom. The boxes for these now are completely biodegradable because they're cardboard-colored brown cardboard boxes without anything in it. Very little accessory. It's not these big boxes and shiny and high gloss. We don't need those. A very simple box, way to go zoom to show us that it can be done. It's impressive. And with this you get the ProTech Deluxe Portable Audio Record from ProTech. You know, hey, you get a €50 case with it. That's not bad. We can't look inside. Yeah, there we can. Okay. And get this, €2.30 of Thomann batteries. Hey, could be worse. I had to use my own. If you're looking for a recorder, now's the time to get a Zoom. Because that thing is the shit. If you're traveling anywhere, I'm going to tell you, this is the case to get. You're going to say, what the fuck, $360 for a Pelly case? And you'd be right. It's not even reduced because they give you something on top of it. But I traveled to a remote island in the Philippines. This thing is empty right now. There's nothing in it. You're buying a plastic box for $360. That's crazy. Crazy people would do that, right? I have 3 of those. I got a blue, a gray, and a orange one because I moved cameras to a remote island. I traveled with that to Sweetwater with my camera. If you have this camera, which is like $7,000, you need to make sure that that goes on the plane and it comes off the plane and it is safe. You need to make sure that if that falls in the water, it is safe. So I love these Pelly cases, and it's pretty crazy. But what do you get? Huh? They should have given you the insert. But they don't, because the insert is crazy expensive. If you want the insert with the rose, I think that's another 200 and something bucks. If you want the foam insert, similarly, the Pelly inserts are just ridiculously expensive. So what is this? What is this for? What do you put in it? It's this big. What is that for? Doesn't tell you. Micro case series. Well, that's great, but pretty useless. Okay. Alan Heath makes he's a Marshall DSL 40. I think we should wait what Marshall's gonna come up with as far as new stuff goes. I saw stuff where it was like, whoa, there's all good stuff. Where is that? Did I think, whoa, that's all good stuff, and then some of these guitars I think are good deals, but they're still expensive guitars. Got nothing really inexpensive here. $500 for the IRX is a good deal. But all the guitars are for the wealthy people. Except this Godin. I was pretty excited when I looked at the list, and now I'm like, I don't know. There's some good stuff here. Tatario, string winder, get it. You gotta buy strings anyway, might as well do it now. So let's look at the what is new here in terms of the limited edition stuff. Marshall came up with these pedals, made really insulting offers to YouTube channels. And they're really just regurgitations of exactly the same pedals that were already out. They might now have top-mounted jacks, which they might not have had originally, I don't know. But they're as big, as heavy as they used to be. They could have really just modernized them for modern pedal boards. But no. And they're usually, I think, $180. So $99 for this is a decent deal. However, do we want that? Do you want to smack that on your board? I don't know. Tele guitar $4,000, that's fine. Nothing. We're not talking about the G. Cassette joke. Sandberg, good stuff. Decent prices. I mean, $3,000. Why does it look so short? Walnut fretless, $3,500. Maybe it looks so short because it's a 6-string? And there's no real information. Oh, it's a big ass bass. I don't know. I wouldn't buy the walnut stuff. For me, it's too dark and too much Grandma's kitchen table. I love my Sandbergs. I got 2. I got a Ken Smith and a one with the P and the J. No, the humbucker and the J. What the? Now we got some deals, people. Now we got some deals. D'Angelicos for $299. Really? That's Harley Benton territory. And D'Angelico, even though all flamboyant and, maybe a bit too much for some people, make good guitars. Let's find out what the actual price on this should be. Thomann 290, $649 at Session, $799 at Musikproduktiv. So, yes, these are, it's not $899. That's not right. But let's go with $700 to $800 for 300 in cool blue. Get this, with a gig bag. Can you say hell yeah? Here as a double cut in cool blue with a cool gig bag. Huh? What are we saying to that? Differently cool blue, slightly more greenish blue. Big ass F-hole in there. Recessed cavity covers. Set neck. Unfinished. Grover tuners. HSS trem. What a unique guitar. With the gig bag. I'm tempted to order that and review it. But I can't. I've got too much shit to do and I don't buy things to promote them. But at 300 I could. That's impressive. You get it also in red. I think that F-hole is original, it's just a bit big. But Hanika Custom, hey, there's only $10,000 for this classical guitar. So, it's a steal. Pictronics, $150 for a Pictronics delay? I love the form factor of the Pictronics pedals. I just reviewed one. They make good stuff. Look at this. Whoa! This is a stereo delay with probably expression or external tap, USB or mini USB, TRS or MIDI. It's got MIDI through. That's brilliant. Through the remote input, everything top loaded, relatively small pedal. These used to be way more. Let's look at the top of that. We got tap, reverse, jump, pong. It's a stereo delay. Speed depth. There's presets, tap tempo. Huh? What? How is it $149? Yeah, should be $249. $299 at Musikproduktiv. So, realistically, this thing is about 50% off. Realistically, you buy this thing. They make good stuff, and that looks like a fully featured, awesome delay. Lefty Benton, Stone Deaf, very likely some kind of fuzz, because that's what they do. Octafuzz and tremolo. Okay. No? Hey, I know things. Ooh, available at short notice. Well, I doubt it, because that's going to be so gone. First of all, what a stunning color, that Blue Blast. And if you don't know it, that guitar, with those Filtertronic pickups, it's one of the good Bentons. It's one of the ones where you go like, this is amazing. €111. Also comes in, it's usually $179, which is still pretty damn affordable, but now in the blue for €111. Order now at that price, get it whenever it comes in. You're not gonna regret that. Ooh, that, I don't know what that means. Now these are the TC Electronic Ampworks modular pedals. And they're already clocked in at way too cheap, 150 to 180 or something like this. So either this is an indicator that they're not selling well, which is why they're now on the Thomann 70th sale, or they just struck a deal, the Behringer man, and because TC's Behringer, or Music Tribe. Maybe they struck a deal and they just bought a shit ton of them. But you know what? They're very decent modelers for 99 bucks. Can't really go wrong with it. So whatever the reason is why they're cheap, you should jump on that. Harley Benton dual pedals, good stuff. More Pigtronics for dirt cheap. Well, Gamma Drive is a drive, but what's a Space Rip? Pulse width modulation guitar synthesizer. Pulse duration modulation, several octaves in tilt and square wave mode. Little guitar synth? No sounds here. Way to go, Thomann. 59 bucks. Again, probably can't go wrong with that. More double pedals. I reviewed a whole bunch of them, but not that one. Not sure about that. And I didn't review this one. So they just keep pumping them out. Schecter guitars for not really a deal, but probably limited edition for Thomann. It's a good looking 7-string. Probably a good workhorse guitar for $6.99. Don't know, probably the color is limited edition. Get the tiniest little Black Star amp, 59 bucks. Little practice doohickey for the living room. No more pictures than those. Why not? And I'm guessing the color is limited edition. Sterling. Still the White Halo. Still the Friedman head, which is a 70th anniversary head, which apparently was made, I've learned this, for Wildwood guitars at some point, but it is not a standard Friedman head. You can't get it anywhere. It was made for Wildwood as a special edition, and now Thomann has that special edition. You're not going to probably find any kind of clips online. Nobody's reviewed it. So I told Thomann, send it, I'll review it, because you're selling it as a limited edition, but nobody can actually check it out. And that was where the conversation ended. Might want to take a gamble on that with €1,900. There's still this really cool color POS. I'm not gonna laugh about the €8,000 custom shop Gibson that's very likely gonna fall apart, and when you call them, they're gonna say, that user error, you used it wrong. The paint is falling off. No, that's you having it in the wrong room. But the paint is falling off. No, it's not our fault. But the headstock already has a crack. Well, you did that. True stories. 800 bucks for a 112 cab? Friedman, I love you, but come on. Piece of wood and a speaker. 800 bucks? Friedman, I love you, but come on. These lava guitars. Carbon, plasticky things, but apparently people love them. And they've got built-in apps and stuff. Limited edition Gremlin. Gremlin's a great amp. You'd have to wait 5 to 6 weeks. Elixir strings, but you don't get a string winder. That's a 3-pack though. KMA Audio Machine, still limited edition Gate, which is good. However, I just reviewed the Ibanez Pentatone Gate for 99 bucks, and it's equally good. Well, this has a cut and a boost, so different. Don't like those colors on those SEs, but I'm a blue guy. These quad basses were there last month, and they still are, and they look really good. Would love to get my hands on one. Applause is the budget brand of Ovation, as far as I understand. And let me share some industry information with you. Some industry Ovation with you. Ovation have been around for frickin' ever. As far as I can tell, because I was told, let me see if that is correct. Ovation was bought by Geva. Geva is a German distributor, but they also make lots of gig bags, so they have their own products. And Ovation, which I think is an American brand, was purchased by Geva. But as far as I understand, I don't know, but as far as I understand, Thomann owns almost half of Geva. So technically, half of... What is that, my screen? No, that's in the picture. No, some of it's in the picture, some of it's my screen. What? So technically, since Geva now owns Ovation, Thomann technically owns half of Ovation. Which is a reason why they could get pretty good pricing on Ovation, since it's technically half of one of their brands. So $200 for a plastic back guitar, not a bad idea. Maybe in the future we're gonna see more special editions and stuff popping up at Thomann, because, now you know. Well, like this, for example. I had one like this, but when it was in the early 90s, when it was Ovation, and when these were thousands in Germany, these were so expensive. Oh, wow. Look at that. First of all, beautiful top, the typical Ovation leaf hole side things. It had massive string tension, was very hard to play. But it was one of my first guitars in acoustic. And this actually has a really interesting belly carve in the back. Nice neck. This looks like a very interesting guitar. Could be wooden knobs there. Could be plastic. But look at this. I mean, definitely super interesting carve, because it's, molded plastic. And they have their own sound. Not to say that it's a bad sound. They just have their own sound. $8.99? Might be something to look into. They really want us to buy Elixir strings, but you don't get the string winder. Can you tell that I'm working with the Dario? Can you tell? Darklights Microtube still great. Surfer Bear still great. That Ivan is still great. Tonex in silver. $349 for a profile player with those capabilities in a cool silver. Why wouldn't you get that? These are still the same as last month. We're not going to talk about them. Engel 112. Hell yeah. Killer cap when you have the little Engel amp. The 212. Amazing cap. Oh, look. It's less than the 112 Friedman. Sorry. But you need two people to carry the 212. It is so heavy, it's ridiculous. Look, more jokes. It's like, you're on Instagram, you get these memes like, ha ha ha. It's like that. And again, yeah, I've seen people buy this. That's the shit. Anniversary Iron Ball SE in red. I've seen people buying it and saying, look, this is the shit. Get this, and then the 112 cap, that's enough. Killer deal. It should be, of course, come in B red. They get great deals on Taylors. $6,000 Koa Edge Burst. Let's look at that crazy guitar. Oh, it's got, beveled edge right there. It's got super bling in the top. It's a bit too much bling for me, but that's a beautiful top. And then on the sides, are they Koa? Solid bracing, back, side, yeah, everything in the back and sides Koa. Oh, that's a nice Koa right there. Okay, that's a massive bling guitar, and I see why you would spend $6,000 on it. I'm going to say it's very likely not a bad instrument. Or you get the all Koa. Here's what I learned at Furcht Guitars from about Koa. Oh, and then a pale moon or figured ebony fretboard without anything in it. Look how rustic that looks. I mean, that's a gorgeous guitar. But here's what you need to know about Koa acoustics. Can be bright, don't have to be. I played a Furcht that just rang forever, stunning, but they need time to be played in. Peter Furcht said a Koa guitar is a guitar that you have to play regularly, and they will mature and get into their sound over time. which is why I told him, even though I wanted a Koa guitar, oh, then it's not for me, because I rarely will play the guitar, and when I play it, I need it for recording. So it wouldn't be a guitar that I will play on a regular basis for it to become this great Koa instrument. So if you're playing your acoustic guitar a lot, a Koa guitar is a great idea because it's going to mature with you. If you're playing it here or there, then probably buying a brand new Koa guitar isn't the greatest idea. So that's what I looked. Striped ebony, that's what it's called. How long is this video now? And we're done. We're not gonna look at studio stuff that's already too long. So some good deals. Some laughable Gibson shit. And you know, get the UA Spark monthly subscription, I think, because it's a better deal than even the super deal that Thomann has. This is kick-ass. Buy yourself some D'Addario strings because you get the winder. Have I mentioned that enough now? Did I tell you that I'm working with D'Addario? Helix $12.49, including the backpack, which is probably by itself quite a bit. Let's find out. Is that Harley Benton's Bishop? Didn't even see that. How much is that backpack? They don't make it easy. There you go. It is $179. So you're getting the Helix $250 cheaper than anywhere else, and $179 on top of that. So do the math. That's more. Thanks for watching. I shall edit this and upload it and then edit more videos. And I've got rants. I've got stuff on the FM9 that I got to edit that I did with John Simons, sorry, from Sonic Drive Studios. And then we will film more things and we got work to do. So thanks for watching. Use my link to the sale because that is how we'll make a few bucks and that absolutely helps the channel. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next month. And Animals at the end.
Yeah!